fact that we even ranked number 50 in Africa. Now
The
you
giant of Africa.
and the giant of Africa. The giant is in number 50.
It's good. To the most amazing audience in the entire world, I want to welcome you to another episode of Jenny Matters. My name is Yeti Fine. For you, you can call me Yeti.
Yeah,
It's
two.
an icon. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm fine. I trust you are good too.
Yeah.
Yeah, to all our viewers at home, we want to welcome you to this great episode once again. My name is Ateli, or you can call me Mr. Michael. And we want to thank you for your comments. We want to appreciate you for how you've been sharing and also how you've been subscribing to our page. So we say kudos to you guys. Thanks so much.
Yeah, thank you very much. Like Mr. Nikon has said, thank you for subscribing to our page. Thank you for sharing to your
Yeah.
family and friends and
Yeah.
even your enemies and what have you. So, moving on.
Wow, you need water?
Okay. I think I'm being dramatic right now. But anyways,
Yeah, wow.
we have a winner on our
Yeah.
riddle. The riddle that was given by Mr. Nikon. We have a winner already. And the answer is the answer is
It's water.
the answer is letter G.
You are ashamed of yourself.
I'm not ashamed
What
because
happened?
I wouldn't have expected letter G to be the answer.
What's the question again? The riddle is what is the end of everything? So what
Right.
is everything?
Like there's a proverb that says there's something at the back of every how come I can't remember
That one
that?
is a proverb.
There's light at the end of every tunnel now.
But
So
this
why is light not the answer?
This is a riddle.
Yeah.
If you understand that very well, then you will know the
But
answer
it's
to
still
the
it's
question.
almost in line.
It's not in line because what I ask is
What is at the
what
end?
is the end
What is the end
of
of
everything?
everything?
So what ends
What
everything?
is at the end of everything? Is it not like
Is that if I seriously I saw
It's
some
not
funny questions, no comments. Someone said that, someone said Thanksgiving.
exactly?
You know, we said it's fine, but lucky enough, and I want to appreciate our viewers at home. You know, when I threw, when I threw the questions on here, I said I'm actually looking for the smart
We're
individual.
all smart because we don't get the answer.
Yeah, but
we're not smart.
Yeah, everybody is smart, but
Yeah.
they are smarter, and
I disagree.
you don't disagree, but you didn't get my question. So,
Just because we didn't get your question, well, what if the person Googled it?
and that's still smart. He's smart enough to use his Google.
It's smart enough to.
Yeah,
But do that mean something about winner?
yeah. I think it was actually two individuals that got that question,
That's
but definitely we are going to pick the first person that got it right. So, and the name of the person is I think Mr. Adeolu Joy. Mr. Adeolu Joy.
Congratulations to you.
Can we just give him a round of applause?
Even though the
Congratulations.
applause is not coming from the bottom of my heart.
See, from the bottom of my own heart, I do it again.
Because I was expecting I was going to get a question.
No, yeah, definitely another question will come sometime. So today might not be your day.
Yes.
So your day will come.
Just the same way I'm going to look for questions
And
and
you
then I will tackle Mr. Naiko.
No problem. And you can actually get the contact of Mr. Guru so that you know he's smart.
I'm not a cheat.
He's smart.
No, I am not a cheat. I would not do that.
So, Mr. Adeolu, we are going to reach out to you. You've got our questions right, and hopefully, in one of these days, we could actually bring you to the studio as well. But, like I told you the last time, I said we are going to give the winner some gift. So, you've actually won the gift, and we're actually going to get back to you. So, once again, we want to say congratulations.
Congratulations to you. So, moving on from today's topic.
Yeah.
So, during the week, Mr. Icon reached out to me. He said he got a deal,
Yeah.
so to speak, or a question. And the question is like, the man wants to travel out, he wants to relocate, so to speak. Not relocate, but like, he wants to travel, but he doesn't have the full money. He cannot go with the full expenses. So I'm very sure if I want to travel out of the country, I would need like close to 20 million because
Of
of other
course,
things.
it depends. Yeah, but you need money.
Um, and I don't have that money. So the question is, what if you want to travel and you don't have money? Are there countries where you can travel for free? More like no visa. You don't have to go through the stress of going to Lagos or Abuja for interview and what have you. So, Mr. Nikon, I want to travel now. I don't have money because I'm broke, and I want to travel. I want to experience part of the world with my friends. I want to go on a vacation.
Yeah.
I want to go on a vacation, what have you, but I don't have money. Are there countries I can travel to for free? Not like free, so that people will not think you will not pay at all.
Yeah,
But anyways, that I would not need visa.
yeah.
Are there countries?
Yeah, there are a lot of countries that we can travel to as a Nigerian citizens, and it is actually I would call it a reward for every citizen of all the countries in the entire world. According to United Nations, we have about 195 countries in the world. So now, aside Nigerians now, out of that 194 countries, aside Nigeria, so Nigerians can actually travel to some certain countries, and the other nationals too can actually travel to some certain countries out of the figure. So we can, but as a Nigerian citizens, if I'm to answer the question, we need to look at the countries that we are permitted to travel to without going through embassies, stressing ourselves, paying some certain amount of money before our visas can be granted. Now, if we are to break it down, the countries in Africa, now let's take Africa as a continent because we're in Africa. Now, in Africa, we have about 54 countries in Africa. And talking about our passport rank, out of the 54 countries, Nigeria is at number 50. Why are you clapping?
We have more countries.
Sincerely speaking, it's not funny. Out of, at times when we look at the statistics, you feel like what's going on with us.
Yeah.
Out of 54, Nigerian passport is the number 50. You are still clapping again.
I'm proud of my country.
You are proud.
I'm proud of my country no matter what. I should be a good citizen.
It's good citizen. It's fine. We are proud of the country, but at the same time, there are some questions. It's really, when you look at some other countries in Africa, the first countries in Africa that is ranked number one is Seychelles. And you look at the statistics. Out of 194 countries, aside our own countries in Nigeria, the fact that we even ranked number 50 in Africa. Now
And the
you
giant of
and
Africa.
the giant of Africa. The giant is in number 50.
It's huge.
Now you look at, out of these 194 countries that are in it, how many countries can we visit? And out of the 100, we are only permitted to visit 45 countries.
That's good.
Then you look at number one, number two, number three. Number one, I think, is Seychelles. Number two is Mauritius. Number three, South Africa. Then number four, other countries in South Africa, like Mauritius, like Namibia, Lesotho.
Don't do that.
You
No,
look-
don't
you
do
look
that
at-
to
You look at the
Nigeria.
analysis.
No, don't do that to Nigeria.
A citizen of Seychelles
Yeah.
can visit 156 countries
Without visa.
without visa. Mauritius, 154.
I have so many questions.
South Africans, more than 100. Then the giant of Africa,
And that's
45.
That's good.
The country that next to us, which is number 51, is Sudan. Sudan is, because we have two Sudan. There's South Sudan and we have the normal Sudan. The South Sudan is ahead of us. The other Sudan is behind.
Yeah.
And we can visit 45, the South Sudan can visit, I think, 44. So what's the
Just
difference between
just one country.
just one country?
That one country can do a lot.
And you know what? I'm not even, if the 45 countries
Yeah.
are the countries to reckon with, I will not even have to.
I disagree with you on that point.
How?
All countries have to be reckoned.
Okay, all countries are to be reckoned with. I agree with you, but it is not all countries that you can travel to and survive in this country.
Well, sure.
So, if the 40, among the 45 countries that we are talking about, if these are the countries that people are actually going to and they are surviving, they are getting work, they can study there, they can do excellently well there, then there won't be any issues. If we start mentioning all these countries, we'll be like,
Yes.
what's going on?
We're moving forward. Now, I have questions.
All right.
Okay, so how do the diplomats, how do you, how the how do they judge
Okay.
what country should, based on passport, like what country should run first, what country should run? Is there like more like, is it based on criminal rates? Is it based on the fact that when you travel you don't get to come back, or the fact that you get to deport most of your citizens or whatever?
Yeah, based on my own understanding and with what we have been saying, and I think I'll start with the government.
Yeah.
Now, our government has a lot of things to do.
Of course.
Now, starting with, yeah, definitely before a country can allow other country
Yes.
citizens to visit their country, there must be a bilateral agreement between the two countries. Now, if Nigeria open their border for another country and the other country did not open their border for us, then definitely we cannot go there. And let me take us back to, I think, few years back when Nigerian government want to have this bilateral agreement with the South African government, because there are some countries in West Africa, starting with Ghana, their citizens can actually travel to Ghana without visa. Now, and Nigerian government also pushed it to the South African government that let's have an agreement. And they said, okay, the agreement will be based on, we're going to place it on the people that are holding an official passport. Meaning that it is only the government officials that are holding an official passport that we would allow to enter our country.
I think I'm going into politics at this point.
Now, so meaning that ordinary people that are holding ordinary passports are not permitted.
I'm going into politics.
So now you look at all those things, and that will take us to the second part. You cannot blame them. Number one thing, it is our government to fight for us, and number two is before a country can allow you to, allow free movement of any other national, they will have to check. Number one thing, the security. Number two, the economy of that particular country, and they would have to check. Okay, the people that are from those countries that reside in their country, what value are they adding to their own economy? Now let's look at this South Africa of the team. If you go to South Africa, you see a lot of Nigerians in that country. A lot of them have become a nuisance. I'm sorry to use that word, but nuisance in the sense that they are not working, they are not doing anything.
But they're just lazy.
They are just, because there's no job, they are just there, and they know that majority of people in Nigeria, once they travel, they don't return back. They don't want to come back. Immigration laws, rules, they are not following. But why I said our government needs to do a lot of things is it is not every Nigerian that wishes to travel. But most of the people that have traveled, they actually travel because the country is not conducive for them.
Yeah.
They want to do business, you have money, the business is not working, no support from the government. Everybody just feel like, okay, if I have way, let me go. Once I go, then I can, whatever comes my way, I'm going to face it.
Yeah.
So if you look at it now, the most traveled citizen or nationals in Africa, it's Nigeria.
Yeah, because almost everybody's traveling every day.
There is no country that you will get to and you will not see Nigeria. There was a time I traveled to Miami. These are the countries in Asia. And I was like, Miami, and you are going to surprise the numbers of Nigerians that were there. Numbers of Nigerians. So there's no country you get to that you not even, it's very rare.
Yes.
At least you will see a Nigeria. So the most traveled citizen or nationals in Africa is Nigeria, followed by some other West African countries. But the people that traveled, what can they do? Look at what happened in UAE. You remember that story when
Yeah.
some Nigerians were fighting, you
And
know,
then they took their
they
homes
took their. You remember what happened thereafter? They banned Nigeria. So if you look at that country, do you think UAE can allow Nigerians to be coming visa free? Because they know that once they enter the country, they are not going to return back. And once they allow them, they can start some other acts that negate their own laws and the like. So security is one of the factors. Government intervention is one of the factors. Economic of the country is very, very important because if you look at this country that was ranked number one, Seychelles, their nationals doesn't travel. Why? The citizen of Seychelles, it's very rare to see them out there. Why? The country is okay.
They are comfortable in their own
They are
country.
comfortable.
Wow.
So why would they not rank them number one? Because they don't travel. Most of the countries that allow them to visit their country, they knew that if these people come, they will return back. The same thing with Mauritius. Mauritius citizens, they don't travel. We are the one going to their country. South African's country, South Africa. The fact that they are also facing their own issues over there.
Yeah.
But that country is ranked number 3. And it is very rare to see South African people flooding countries in Africa. They don't travel because their country is okay. So those are the factors. But in Nigeria, did you remember the numbers of doctors that left? A lot of them traveled.
Mr. Knight from Houston, let us go into that right now.
Seriously, it is serious.
Because why I saw it on the news yesterday and I saw 16,000
16,000.
within this space of, you know what, we don't need to.
You can imagine.
Nigeria is going to get there eventually.
We are going to get there.
We're going to get there eventually. I think with this little gist of ours, I think I've learned a lot actually. Because now I know that it's not just on the government alone. We as Nigerian citizens, it depends on us now how people would perceive our country, so to speak.
Yeah.
So if you like, you can misbehave and ruin it for others. And if you like, you can try as much as possible to repair it and then make a good bridge for others so they can actually travel to wherever you are. I know not everybody wants to travel. Like you said, not everybody wants to actually travel.
Yeah, not everything.
Some people just want to go for vacation and then come back home to their country. But you know what? It's up to you. Really. Do you make your country proud or then you just embarrass your country? I think that's we should stop here.
Yeah, we are going to stop there. But before we end this episode, I think we need to answer that question. You know, the person was asking that where actually can the person travel?
Travel to. So okay, yes.
So out of the 45 countries, the person just have to at least try as much as possible to get those countries.
Yeah.
Then I think on the next step, the coming episode,
Yeah.
then we can actually compare
No,
those countries, and the person can then make their own choices on any of those countries. So we can actually end this episode.
okay. So I think this is where we're going to have to drop the curtain for this particular episode. I don't want to go, but you know, we have to go, and I've learned few things really. I will not lie. I can just set time my back tomorrow. And then, don't worry about it. Something like that.
Don't worry, I'm a patriotic Nigerian.
Sure, he is.
So, well,
Sure.
I will Japan. But I love my
I'm not even going to say anything about that anymore. My name is Yetunde
Yeah.
and I want to say a very big thank you for listening to Journey Matters and watching Journey Matters viewers, I would have to beg you and tell you to please share, subscribe, call your family members, share to them, let them listen. You don't know what episode can be of help to them.
Yeah, so, yeah, on this note, we want to say thank you to every viewers, and definitely we are going to call the court in this great time. And we want to say thank you once again. But do continue to share with your friends. And like Beauty usually said, share with your friends, your enemies, and also with your enemy. Let's reach out to them. Information is power.
Yeah.
Let's try as much as possible to reach out to people. Let them also learn. And we promise you to always give it to you back to back. And on this note, we want to say thank you and see you next time.